Well, good morning. As you can see from the image, we have the ambassador on the call, and I'm going to go ahead and read the blurb and start talking a little bit, and then we'll bring the ambassador into the conversation. The title today is Mr. Ambassador, what signs of changes do you see? Yesterday, one of my friends from England sent me the latest crop circle. He wrote, quote, Dear Ron, this crop circle arrived today in UK. It is 555. And notice to the address, Ackling Dyke, near Sixpenny Handley, Dorset. And then he puts in parentheses, Dyke, 6 pennies, 666. I watched the video, and yes, I put the link in the blurb here, and immediately sent it to the ambassador. He was excited and got back to me shortly thereafter. We talked, one of several conversations yesterday, about the signs that are appearing, confirming 555 and more as we overcome 666. We decided to record another video about signs. He has more to share, and so do I. So at this point, I want to just invite the ambassador to talk a little bit about some of the signs that he sees, and then I'm going to be having a little bit of a conversation and share at least one sign that I saw recently that spoke to my heart and confirmed the mission that I'm on. So, Mr. Ambassador, if you will, please start with the crop circle and your observations and feelings about that. And I think you said you shared it with the Red Dragon. So tell us about what happened yesterday when you saw this new crop circle that appeared.
Oh, it's very interesting because at the latest stage when the time is right and we have the proper technology, me and you, to start sharing photos and pictures and stuff like that to show the what's called evidence to the people. We will try to do that, and then people will understand the significance of this crop circle much more clearer. Okay, maybe you can put a link later or arrange something to a different type of photographs. But it coincides. The crop circle has a lot of symbolism that symbolize a particular event that speaks for itself. It's a relation to what happened in London and the war against ignorance, and also as you see that my own family in the family tree logo is symbolized in this thing, the sign of it and the bird in it, and all of these different things is there at 5 times. The meaning also, of course, you see that it is a Chinese star, and as you see on the Chinese emblem, you also have 5 stars, and also you see that it's the same type of stars, but also the Red Dragon has a code name which is related to a star. Is a lot of things that we cannot go into at this point of time. Symbolism, we talk a lot about things, you, me, we always in calls, sometimes for hours even, and we are talking about all different things, and it's a lot of symbolism, it's a lot of different things in history and different things that we are talking about, and sometimes I know it can be overwhelming, and sometimes, for example, it might be misquotations. That's why I state to people that sometimes not to take all the things very literally. Is for example, when we talk about the Red Dragon, okay, this is a particular individual. This is a code name, okay. The colors of the dragons is not very much important. It's related to the asset and the region, okay. Now, sometimes people can confuse the Red Dragon with the Red Dragon family, okay. The Red Dragon family.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it is as a portion of a family which is not related to the particular family which the Red Dragon is representing, okay. We have another color. That color will be exposed. Our family line color will be exposed at a later state, and that is out of security concerns. Okay, It's the same thing as that people are wondering that, who is this ambassador? I get, phone calls from other people and said that, some people is trying to find out, who you are. And as I stated to people, is that very importantly, that as you have seen my documentation and my authorities and papers, and even spoke with some other people with me on calls, confirming certain things. The important thing is not who I am, as I tried to explain to many people before. The ambassador or the messenger or whatever you want to call me, it's okay for me. It's, the main important thing for us is that we get the message out there. And this particular symbolism, okay, I sent you photos before. For example, when the Pope, the last Pope, when he was removed from his position, a lightning hit the Vatican exactly at 5:55 in the morning. Okay, it's a sign basically that 5:55 will overtake 6:66. Okay, you have certain meetings. When the Pope was in the tomb of King David, basically the finance tower, the New World finance tower in New York was hit twice. Exactly when he was inside the tomb of King David praying. One day you will understand the significance with the King David. Okay, when we talked in the first time we corresponded, we talked about signs in heavens and on earth. This is what we are talking about. The crop circles has been confirming my own and our own, even what's called family and system banners for years. Okay, and all things has been done, for even hundreds of years and thousands of years old. The symbolism that suddenly comes up on crop circles. Now, this beings connected to the supreme intelligence is, of course, communicating to us.
Yes.
The Chinese yuan became tradable in London. And it is a great step for the new currency of yuan to take place as the new world currency. And you see that the Chinese star is in the middle of this 555 circles. Okay, and this has a sufficient to the people. It's when I look at people who like your program about the global currency reset. I have, as I told you before, I have my own personal opinion. I cannot go into what is the opinion about the family about it. All things would be seen at a later stage, but my personal opinion is that we need to transform as human beings to understand that who we are, and that truth will set us free, and that basically that we are the assets of good and evil. We can be an instrument of evil, we can also be an instrument of good.
So can money.
Exactly, and but we are the one that controls the money.
Right,
So
exactly.
so that's why we have to change, before anything else. Okay, and it's also important to state is that it's a lot of things that happening is going to happen and stuff like that. It's like I said, you see, with our deeds, with our performance, with our signs, whatever we do, you will see that confirms who we are. Now, even other things confirms who we are and what we do. At a later stage, you will see, it's the same thing as the bird. Okay, the Pope released 2 doves. Okay, at the same second he released these doves, it was attacked by a black crow and a seabird taken down. Okay, and this was just
The
as a
seabird
test.
is a seagull, by the way.
Yes, sea eagle, yeah. And so this has also quite important significance if you understand the secrets of numerology. Also, the blackbird is also related to 555, and one old prophet in old Torah scriptures. Okay, and if people understand Kabbalah or secrets, you will understand these meanings. That's why it has very importance And also the same thing is that, this particular time, which people doesn't understand, is that this is a time where we as human beings are standing for a huge change. People can go around and try to, do things with financial system. They want to control this. They want to do this. They want to do that. Try to do it. Spend your time doing it. It's not my interest. Okay, my interest is to try to enlighten the people to the challenges that we are facing in humanity. Okay, we are facing immediate threats. Okay, against the planet. And some of this is controlled by humans, these threats, and some is controlled by human nature. But as humanity needs to come together to, assist each other, to save each other and humanity, we need to take this science that is coming from the skies and from the heavens, and look at it, and look at what's, all these different things that I stated is just few of the things that later on will be presented as signs confirming 555, but also confirming certain people. Like, for example, you see that address there, confirms you. You see the connection quite clearly, Dyke. And you see also, again, the 666 is in the address. Again, it's be overtaken by, 555. But also, the important thing here is that, I'm not, as you know, in London, and I do not have time to go around and do crop circles.
Right.
And most of the time, you've been speaking with me each and every day, so you know that I don't really have time to go out and do this crop circle. So I mean, someone did it, and someone had an attention. Who did it? That's someday will probably be revealed to the world too. And in the situation that we're stating, and this is also a little bit a warning, which I'm trying to tell people, because you have different fractions inside the system. Okay, and these fractions have different opinions, and this is extremely powerful, people. It's like, you say that, okay, I'm talking with the dragon family, fine. On which level? On which level do you speak with dragon family? Yes, then we're speaking on which, level. It's different levels of this. You will not be able in the lower levels to know who I am. Okay, if you're on the higher levels, you will know. But this is a way that we have been doing for years to control and secure each other. Okay, now the important thing here is, as I stated, is that it's people at different levels and with different mindsets. Some people have a different opinion than what others have. People have different solutions to each and every problem. Sometimes we can have and share the opinion. Sometimes people do not share the same opinion. And because of that, it creates friction. It can be ego trips. It creates a lot of different type of problems. Okay. Now, I'm telling you is that we are facing in the next coming times. We don't talk about financial problems now. We are facing in the next coming weeks very huge problems in humanity. Okay. We have the possibility to transcend as one humanity to work together to stop this. Call
You're speaking of earth changes, right?
Yes, I'm talking about earth changes. Some of them are controlled by humans, and some of them is, natural. But we have to make sure now that everyone, doesn't matter which religion you belong to, should pray together, should pray for the humanity, and should pray for the safety of all humans wherever they are on the planet. We are working non-stop, okay, to try to manage this type of situations, to try to stop them. We are not like these doomsday Christian preachers and others that want to hope and see, the doomsday happening. They could not be more happier than if the world would collapse and would have an Armageddon. The same thing is with some other extremists from other religions.
Yes.
We are not doomsday prophets. We are here to basically try to change people and aware people, and to make sure that it would not need to be a 7 years of tribulations. If people are changing, it says in the Bible that, that our actions can shorten the years of tribulation. Okay, And I believe in that. I believe that we could even eliminate the years of tribulation, even if we are inside the years of tribulation at this point of time, but make the danger less. People have in the past tried to create major national catastrophes around the world and having doomsday states and hoping, and it has been stopped and blocked by people inside our own system. And that's why I said that many people was criticizing me for that I am giving good credits to Putin to save humanity. If people would just know what he did, at times, people would be saying that maybe he would even be a messiah. This is not because I'm sometime blessing or worshiping him. I'm just giving the credential to the person that what is needed to be given. Okay, we have to be honest. Okay, and this is what is the problem. Problem is that people can never give a good credits for what people is doing. They just like to criticize other people and attack other people, and is it we and them, and everything that is communist is bad, and everything that is Islamic is bad, and everything that is Christian is bad, everything that is Jewish is bad. And, this type of mindset need to change with people. We need to see what is our common features and work together. And this is one situation about the coming times. And this is message basically that we need to transcend, because if we don't transcend, someone and somebody will do something. Okay, and we need to block that, and we need to stop that, and we need to make sure that things are going fine.
Yeah, well, let me interject a few things here, if you don't mind.
Of course.
I know one of the things that we've talked about is that even Mr. Sugi in the Swiss Indo people got a lot of the symbolism right about 555. I found your perception on that really interesting. But this past weekend, I was in a workshop, and at the last day of the workshop, we always do what is called a love line. And in the love line, we each face each other while a song is playing, and we look into each other's eyes with our hands on each other's heart. And I had a tremendous confirmation through one of the people there that I was standing face to face with. And for many, many years, I had a muse that was my inspiration, that would come to me in my dreams and would inspire me to create things and to shift certain things around in my world and in my life, perceptions mostly. But anyway, as I'm facing this lady in the love line, it's like my muse was just coming to me through her and saying, I'm still with you. The inspiration is still there. Even though she hasn't appeared in dreams, now she's appearing in an actual woman, but I'm looking in her eyes, and it's like the muse is coming out of her soul, and her soul is just touching me. So it's not just signs in the heavens, it's being aware of the things that are going on around you, the interactions with people, and the feelings and the thoughts that arise when you're just interacting with other people. These are all signs of synchronicity, signs of serendipity that tell us, look, we're on the right path. And then, of course, this crop circle that came yesterday with my part of my last name in it. And that was sort of an affirmation, as you said, because it had the 555 and the 666, and it arrived at the very time when we were talking about the reset. So all of these things, to me, that the timing of them even is part of the sign, the synchronicity that's involved. So
yes, it is clear, and also as you see that you have no other symbolism and marks that we have, and I've shown you in the past, a long time ago, you see it inside the crop circle. Okay, that is confirming certain things too. And the thing is also that people has to realize, it's it has been some infusion into of funds and things related to the John and to the funds being released into the European system. That is not to be, completely confused with what we are calling the reset. This is basically a way to infuse funds that's supposed to generate things for positive manner for Europe and for the world in general. Okay, and in relation to the new currency that maybe will be the dominant currency on the planet, or not maybe, it will be the Chinese yuan. And in every shift of power, and this is a shift of power. I mean, even you know, when you go and investigate groups like Swissindo, you know, it's like I stated before, you know, is that I know certain things that has to be in place and certain things that has to be there for it to be real. Okay, and when you see things there, you have the symbolism of and the structure of 555 inside the Swissindo structure too. Okay, you know, you have the 5 continents. You have all this free system of leadership, and at the same time also he is also stating that the Chinese yuan is supposed to be the worst, the world currency.
And he was stating all along, Mr. Sugi, that it's the return of the dragon.
Yes.
I mean, that was part of the message of Swissindo. The dragons have returned, and they're taking an active role now.
Yeah. So and also the thing is this way, is that's why I state sometimes, and is that, you know, you have a system, okay, which is very smart. You know, when you launch something, you do something, you make sure that you have a Swissindo, you make sure that you have a Neil Keyman, you ensure that you have other entities, and you know, I could mention many other names, but I don't want to endanger them, that believes that their mission is the unique one. Okay, now the thing is this way, who is the unique one? God will, you know, show who is the real person. You know, like I said, your performance will show your deeds. If you're making claims and making statement that never comes true, and doing things that it never fulfills, then basically, you know, you are in a very weak spot. Okay, now all these people, whoever they are, is serving a purpose. That's why I'm wishing everyone good luck, because as long as they're doing it, you know, who are the cabal supposed to put their attention to, and also who works for the cabal is another question too. But you know, that's not me to go and judge. I am telling to people to do their own research and open their own eyes to see through the deception, because like I said, that 666 and the cabal, they have a PhD in deception. Okay, so you know, the problem is this way, is that I'm not here to debunk people, okay, or to criticize people, because they serve a purpose. Okay, and this is what people doesn't understand, that if you are real, you don't need to fight about who else are not real and stuff like that. You don't need to think about it. The main important thing here is that we need to see that you know, we can do our work without as less interference as possible, and as less you know, as a lot of other things are moving about, you know, it's a lot of, you know, what's called makes our work much easier. Okay, so I do not that's why I always wish them a good luck and whatever they do, as long as they don't do things which is bad for humanity. Okay, then I do not wish them good luck to that. I don't wish them good luck in evil atrocities, and I don't wish people good luck in negative things. And also, you know, it's like when I made the speech about remit and surrender. The meaning of remitting and surrender is not meant to the normal people and the Joe on the street. More than that, maybe they should take the consideration that they should remit themselves and surrender themselves to the will of God, and become better humans and understand that they are a root of good and evil. Then in that way, yes, remit and surrender. But you know, we don't need anything from you more than your cooperation and your spiritual blessings. And when it comes to the other ones that kept some controls of certain things, yes, you know that the time and the message went out to remit and surrender a long time ago. So I think you should comply with it. And I'm warning people also that is misusing family funds to stop doing that, you know, because the time is coming. And you also open your eyes and you see what's happening around the world and has been happening. and no one will be able to be forgiven if you sin. Okay, so please, don't act retarded. Do not act in a manner that you don't understand and try to misuse things. This funds is here for a greater purpose, not for enriching yourself. Okay, and this is not to the normal people on the street, who I'm trying to refer to, and when many people feel themselves hidden by this message. Okay, so let these people try to wake up, submit yourself to the will of God, and cooperate with 555, and basically do what's right for yourself and for humanity.
Yeah, well, I think that's the message that we're trying very hard to get people to see, that it really isn't about the money. It really isn't about anything other than the transformation of our own perception of ourself and our perception of what is real and what isn't real. And if we understand, as I said in the video that's airing today, that when you hear this, it'll be yesterday's video. When we understand that we have a natural birthright, we are blessed with certain gifts, talents, and abilities, and we come in with those to exercise those, and that is the value. When you understand who you are, when each of us understands who we are as individuals and how we fit into the collective, that we're here to serve one another and to love one another, that is 555. That is life force energy. That is spiritual truth. That is overcoming the spiritual tyranny, or I should say the financial tyranny, and it's overcoming human ignorance. And these are the things that are rightly warred against and stood up to, because we need to transform that in ourselves and in our culture.
No, it is also important to state that, it was a word in the Bible, or the Torah.
Speak louder, sir.
It is also a word mentioned in the Bible, and also in the Torah, of course, and in the Quran, which states that
your voice trails off. I don't know what makes it do that.
Maybe it's something that is intercepting. I don't know. I'm making a quotation here. It's basically stated in the Bible, okay, in the Torah, and also in the Quran, that I am, okay, the beginning, and I am the end. Okay. And in Latin it's called Alpha Omega. Okay, the important thing here is that the concept is from that thing is that we are the creators, okay, of good and evil, and people need to realize that is that you yourself, okay, you can make the decision with your free will that if I want to do a bad thing, I can make the decision if I want to do a good thing. Now also bad and good is deception for which culture, which religion, whatever you belong to. But in the common sense, all countries all around the world have a common law. And that common law is put basically to protect people, give people certain rights and make sure. So, I mean, I don't know any country on the planet where it's okay to kill people. I don't know in any country where it's, allowed to steal. I don't know in any country where it's allowed and sanctioned to rape people. I don't know in any country, where, that is allowed, okay, to legally aggress on people. Okay, this is common law. We have certain things that is universal. And I believe that at one point of time, doesn't matter which religion, if you're Buddhist or a Hindu or Confucius, whatever religion you belong to or idea that you belong to, or Christian, Muslim, or so on, all the major Abrahamic religions, I believe that the inspiration came from one creator. And I believe that this creator had a plan for us. And the plan for us was to have a free will. I don't believe in the concept after doing my research that that the free will was released when we took the apple. Because if that was the time, how could they make the decision to take the apple? And if you didn't have a free will at that point of time, how could you decide to eat the apple? You understand? How could you be a possibility to follow deception if you had a free will? Okay, so basically this thing with this concept, okay, with free will has been with us at the start of creation. And basically what we need to do is to submit ourselves to what's good for humanity. It's like, for example, people says, like, oh, we should invest funds in an animal park. I do not believe in animal parks. Maybe we should put these animal parks and put some politicians there. Okay. And
Politicians, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Leave these poor animals alone. Leave them live in the normal.
Politicians do. Imagine that.
Yes, yes. I mean, let the people themselves be free. I was watching, this was a quite hilarious thing. It was on, the Senate, they're having some type of special meeting, and they was singing "We Shall Overcome." And standing there, and you could see all these cabal leaders there standing and singing "We should all overcome." I don't know if this is also a prophecy, but I don't believe that the system of slavery will overcome. I believe that we will be set free by 555 and by our own actions and our own deeds, and we should not cooperate and assist anyone who wants bad things for humanity. And my eyes is this way: whoever you follow, whoever you believe is right and wrong, look at their deeds, look at their actions, look at what they're saying, and then you see that if they do this for themselves or if they do this for humanity in general. Okay, because this is the main important thing. We need to do these things for all of us, not for just one person. And it's like people are fighting who is the owners of the collateral accounts. Yes, it is an owner of this collateral account on the front screen, and the back screen is different. And but these assets belong to humanity. Okay, and and we need to care for it in a proper manner, and we need to do it in a way that it will not be used as it's been used for all these thousands of years for evil. We need to use these funds and the assets that is there for good for humanity and to save humanity and to cooperate. I think it's sad when we see that we have all these technologies available to help humanity long time ago. We have cures for diseases that existed for 30 years that has not been given to people and stopped by the cabal. And I think it's time for releasing these things to the people. And the only way to do it is to make the whole world, whoever you are, if you're a police officer, if you're a military person, if you are a politician, if you are a banker, if you are a car mechanic, or if you are a beggar on the street, submit yourself to the will of God, follow the concept, and basically allow yourself to be free. Do not cooperate with evil anymore. Do not assist evil. And if you see evil, stop it. It's like I stated before, if you see a woman being raped on the street, you don't go there and just wait for someone else to interact. You interact yourself, okay? And that's what happened to humanity. We are being raped, and it's time for us to intervene and to stop this.
I totally agree, and I thank you once again for taking the time to share with the audience, the people, whoever chooses to tune in. I think it's wonderful. It looks like my voice is out, even on the camera, is out of sync with what I see on the camera. The voice, the words that I'm saying are not synchronizing with my lip movements on the screen, so I don't know what's going on there. But in any case, Mr. Ambassador, I thank you once again. I didn't know I was going to be doing another video with you so soon, but after talking yesterday, I realized that it's time again, and who knows how frequent these will be. And when you're in Hong Kong and I'll get to interview with the Red Dragon and the historian and others, I'm looking forward to that as well. So yes. Thank you very much.
And also, like I said, everything will be revealed to the people at the time. Is right, but we will do our best from our side to do our things to make the best thing for humanity right now, and to intervene with the problems that we have right now. But I'm asking everyone who's listening to the show to pray and basically turn the blessings to humanity in whole. And let us all come together to face the obstacles that's in front of ourselves in a possible way. And again, blessings to all, and let our deeds prove our actions. Okay, and let us be proven by our action, and let truth set us free. Thank you very much, Sean.
Yes, namaste.
Thank you.